Right, guys, welcome to this live stream here between the Stormers and the Sharks. It's a repeat of last week's draw, and hopefully today we will get a winner between these two sides. So, last time round a draw, and let's quickly go through the team lineups for this game. It should be an interesting encounter between Warwick Kalan at fullback for the Stormers, coming in for Damien Willems, who's on a bench today. Angelo Davids, Ruanel, Dan du Plessis, Sabella Sinatla, Manny Livok, and Herschel Yankees. So it's going to be interesting to see how Warwick Kalan do today, starting for the first time since the return of the URC now. And he's been in great form last year, and he's just picked up where he left off and looking really good at the moment. Angelo Davids is finding his feet here at the Stormers now, starting to become a regular in that starting lineup. Ruanel and Dan du Plessis, a formidable center combination. Sinatla has been playing some really good rugby as of late. Manny Livok has been really impressive at the Stormers since he's made the move to Cape Town. And then Herschel Yankee, slowly but surely, starting to find his form again. Then for the forwards, we've got Achiva Diamani, Arends van Rijn, Dion Fourie, Marvin Uri, Andre Smith, Brock Harris, Karan Tubeni, and Stephen Kitsoff. Achiva Diamani coming in for the injured Evan Ruiz. So that is a vital player missing in this Stormers lineup today as well as last week. We see what kind of impact he's made. So Achiva Diamani, not a bad game last week round. We'll look to build on that. Arends van Rijn at 7. Dion Fourie was all over the pitch last time round and probably lucky to get away with a couple of calls there. So he'll be trying to be a nuisance again for the Sharks today. And then Marvin Uri and Andre Smith, good lock combination, solid last week. Brock Harris playing in his 100th game today, starting at tight head prop. They will be looking to improve on that scrum that got dominated by the Sharks last time out. Shark Prince says, here comes another draw. Please, no, not. After that disaster game between the Bulls and the Lions just now, I am looking forward to a really good game this time round. The bench for the Stormers, Andre Higufenta, Leon Lyon, Sazi Sandi, Ben Jason Dixon, Marcel Tennyson, Namakaba, Paul de Wet, and Damien Willems. It's a 6-2 split here. And expect if there's going to be any injuries in the back line, that could become a problem for them. But Paul de Wet did well last week. Damien Willems at this time looking to come on and make the difference like Warwick Kalan did last week. Question is whether it will happen. We'll have to wait and see. Going and having a look at the Sharks lineup of Pelila Fassi, Sabun Nkosi, Jeremy Ward, Lukanya Makazola Mapimpi, Tito Benilla, Jaden Hendrickse. So a few changes there. Jeremy Ward coming into the side, place of Ben Tupaya, as well as Tito Benilla coming into the side in the place of Buta Chamberlain, who moves to the bench today. And again, a very formidable backline. Likes of Upper Level Fassi against Warwick Kalan today should be a mouth-watering encounter. Sabun Nkosi still haven't found his form just yet. And then Lukanyam, as always, masterclass player and looking to build with Makazola Mapimpi. That combination has worked out so brilliantly for him in the past. And then Bonilla, world-class player from Argentina, will be looking to bring some magic to the Sharks backline. Then the forwards-wise, Pepsi Buthelezi, Jean-Andre Labuskachny, Sia Kulisi, Hiron Andrews, Ruben van Heerden, Thomas de Toey, Bongi Bunambi, and Oxner Shear. So Pepsi Buthelezi up against Chiva Diamani today. Jean-Andre Labuskachny has been impressive. Sia Kulisi, as always, first guy at the breakdown, not too open in the game, but definitely doing his work at the breakdown. And then Hiron Andrews and Ruben van Heerden forming a formidable combination as well. And then Thomas de Toey, Bongi Benambi, and Oxner Shear, Springbok front row for the Sharks then. And on the bench, we've got Kieran van Vieren, Natuka Machuna, Kucha Machuna, Gerbrand Grobler, Henke Venter, Grant Williams, Buta Chamberlain, and then Vanna Kok coming into the side as well. So the referee for today's game, AJ Jacobs, made his URC debut in 2021. Will be assisted by Jangweli Sangweni, and Morne Ferreira, with the TMO being Marius Jonker. So, yeah, we saw Amy Barratron not having one of her best games today. So let's hope that AJ Jacobs will be up and running for this one as well. Right, so I do have the poll up on the channel, guys. I'll just take a quick look now to see where we are with that one. But you can go and vote to who's going to win this game, Stormers, Sharks, or a draw again today. Hopefully we won't see another draw today. Right, let's go and have a look at where that is standing at the moment. Let's just move over to that one. Just checked out what's going on the other channels, and let's see where we're at. 14 votes. The Stormers were 50%, Sharks were 43%, and a draw at 7%. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think is going to happen here. Shark Brand says, I went double chance of both teams. Don't want to lose my money again. Yeah, so I went with an Island win, a Sharks win, and a Bulls win today. So that was my only bet for today. Mark Bromfield says, hope the game will be a fair game. Yeah, let's hope it's going to be fair, because last time there was a couple of decisions that wasn't quite right. The referee, like I say, Amy Barratron, didn't have a greatest game earlier against the Lions versus Bulls. So, yeah, let's hope for a fair contest between these two sides today. As we see the Sharks run onto the field, this should be a very interesting battle between the two sides. Sharks playing in white today, led out by Lucanio today in the 12th jersey and not in the 13th jersey as always. Stormers now making their way onto the field as well, playing in their traditional blue jersey today. Shark Brain says, I hope you win your bets, Guru. So it seems like I'm doing fine at the moment. I'm not sure what the score is between Ireland and Wales at the moment. If anyone can give me an update on what the scoreboard is there. I know some of the YouTubers are doing that at the moment. Peter Zitzman says, go Sharks. As we see Brock Harris playing in his 100th game today for the Stormers. So a big moment for him as well, the old man making his way onto the field for the Stormers. So halftime, Shark Brain says it's, Ireland 10, Wales 0. And then how many minutes before kickoff? So the players are already on the field, Rowan. So they should be kicking off anytime now. So both teams on the field, and we should get ready for the kickoff to this game right now. And it will be the Stormers to kick this game off as well. So Manny Lock going to the ball and ready to start this game off for us. Stormers playing from left to right on my screen. So, and it looks like a nice weather here as well. Mark Bromfield says Sharks need to focus on the game, but the Stormers will have their tails up. Let the best side win today. Right, so Manny Libok is the man with the ball in his hands to get this game underway for us. Here we go, guys. So the start of this game now, as it's Manny Libok who gets this game underway for the Stormers now. Kicking into the sun, and Pepsi Buthelezi gets that ball for the Sharks, but it's quickly driven over that ball by the Stormers. Will the Sharks get it back? Yes, they do. Jaden Hendricks has got it under control at the back of this ruck. Will he go with the box kick over the top? Yes, he will. Sabuna Kosi will be chasing this kick down, and he has got it for the Sharks, but Skaran Tubeni gets it for the Stormers. Now Supela Sanatla with a little dab ahead, collect by Tundla, and that's just a horrible kick from him, finding no touch, and it's going to be a line out to the Stormers right on the 22-meter line. As good as Tito Vanilla is, the day when he's not firing, he can cost you the game. Right, Skaran Tubeni now with a throw in right on the 22-meter line. Shark Brain says, I smell a draw again here. I don't trust these South African teams anymore. And Eugene Ferreira says, let's do it again, Sharkies. Don't be overconfident. Right. Skara Ntubeni with the throw into this lineup. There's a little buggy sun in the eyes of the Sharks at the moment. Right. Marvin Wuri takes the line out now off the back comes Skara Ntubeni, tackled by Bongi Munambi. Sharks driving the Stormers backwards now. Driven forward again by Marvin Wuri now. Herschel Yankees out to Kickoff. Just sets it up right on the 22 in the middle of the field. Herschel Yankees now waiting for this ball to come out. Gets it out to Marvin Wuri to Skara Ntubeni. It's been intercepted by the Sharks now. And Sabuna Kosi puts a little kick in, but taken by Sabella Sinatla. But AJ Jacobs says that there was a little knock on from the Stormers. So it will be a Sharks put in to the scrum right on the 22-meter line. Marvin Wuri having touched that ball already 3 or 4 times already. Murray Libok just unable to hold on to that ball. And that will be a scrum down to the Sharks now. Come on, Stormers, take these pilchers all day. We got this, says Musa Boss. So let's see how it's going to go. First scrum of the day. The Sharks have won 95.5% of their own scrums this season. The second best percentage in the URC. So expect the Sharks to win their own scrum. Jaden Hendrickson now to feed this ball for the Sharks. And solid scrum here from both teams. But that ball, is it going to come out for the Sharks? Yes, it will. Penalty advantage to the Sharks. Now, Punilla. Out it goes Lukanya. Skip pass out to Apelele Fassi. Tackled back by Angelo Davids. But the referee's going to call him back for that penalty. And it's going to be a penalty to the Sharks. 3 minutes gone in this one. Penalty right, 5 meters outside of the 22. Collapsing the scrum is a call from the referee. Right. Bonilla is going to kick this downfield for the Sharks. And he is going to find touch roundabout and halfway. So not getting a little distance with that one. And wondering if they're playing against the wind at the moment. Katnitzer says, today the Sharks is the Great Whites. Let's go Sharks. Mark says, Sharks got the best players. They just need to focus. Here they come, Bonilla. Inside to Sabunukosi. Into a gap, but Pelile Fassi knocks it on. And Angelo Davids have got it secured for the Stormers now. Between the 10 and the 22 of the Stormers. Dion Fourie at scrum off. Gets it out to Kickoff. Tackled by Thomas de Toey there. Herschel Yankees now back at scrum off here for the Stormers. Just calling in reinforcements. Going to go with the box kick over the top now. And here comes the chase from the Stormers. Who's going to get that ball? It is going to be Angelo Davids who catches it just short of the halfway line for the Stormers now. Herschel Yankees back. It comes to Warwick Kalant who puts it on the bird. That one is going to go straight into the hands of Apelile Fassi now. Fassi with a kick downfield. Straight down the middle and into the hands of Libok. Gets it out to Warwick Kalant again. Warwick Kalant is going to try and kick it, but it's been charged down by the Sharks. But somehow the Stormers get it back on the 10-meter line now. Warwick Kalant throws a little dummy. Brought down on the 10-meter line inside Stormers half now. Herschel Yankees. Out it comes to Chiva Diamani. Tackled by Ruben van Heerden and Hiron Andrews. Looks like Herschel Yankees is going to go with the box kick over the top again now. Just taking his time with it and does so. Here they come now. The chase coming from Angelo Davids again. This time there's a miscommunication from the Sharks. And the Stormers have got this ball again. Now another box kick by Herschel Yankees. But it is going to be, let's see what the call from the referee is. Penalty to the Stormers. Or is it the scrum? No, it's a scrum down. Yeah, knock on from the Sharks on the 10-meter line inside their own half. So the miscommunication there from Bonilla and Pepsi Buthelezi as they knock that ball on in the air. Struggling currently the up and unders. The Stormers are doing really well with that. Hartnitzer says, yeah, Stormers will put pressure, says Mark Bromfield. Shark Brand says Fussy has become a liability in the Sharks team. And then Barry says, I'm surprised they visiting again next game. Remember, they each other then draw 22 all. Yeah, so that was last week's result between the two teams. 6 minutes gone in this one, and the Stormers are bombarding the Sharks with up and unders at the moment. Now Herschel Yankees. Out it comes to Manny Lebok, loops around with Angela Davids, but the Sharks have managed to get that ball from a little knock-on from Angela Davids. Now Bonilla, Mapimpi is going to straighten the line over up to between the halfway and the 10-meter line. Jaden Hendrickson now out to Hiron Andrews. Sharks set it up nicely now. Hendricks again. Lukanyam, throw and go. A little knock-on from Jeremy Ward as he goes into the gap. But, the referee says play on. Here we go now. Thomas Tatue. Surely that must have been a knock-on. And AJ Jacobs now finally calls them back for it after allowing play to continue. So 7 minutes gone and nearly that offload from Lukanyam to Jeremy Ward could have caused a lot of problems for the Stormers. 7.5 minutes gone, and it's scrum down to the Stormers on the 10-meter line inside their own half. Musa Boss says, Boogeyman will come for you, Seals. Yeah, you said it last week and it happened, so I'm not going to argue with you on that one. We'll see how the game pans out. 53 people watching, now 48. Press that like button and subscribe. Do your part for the channel as well, guys. We've got the poll up as well. 32 votes. 59% says the Sharks will win. 38% says Stormers. Barry asks, Guru, when you're doing a collab with Kevin Bosch? Well, that scrum goes up, so I have contacted him and he wasn't interested. So, yeah, let's leave it at that, Barry. Maybe we'll try and contact him again. I am friends with his brothers, so, yeah, maybe we can get him on. Right, so 8.5 minutes gone, and it's going to be a reset scrum here. Scrum down to the Stormers on the 10-meter line inside their own half. Herschel Yankees to feed this ball into the scrum. Sharks dominated the Stormers at scrum time last week. Will we see something similar today as the Stormers back under tremendous pressure? It's a tight hit for the Sharks, but a knock on again from Jeremy Ward as the pass out from Jaden Hendricks was a terrible pass. And yeah, 2 errors in a minute from Jeremy Ward, 2 knock-ons. Not what we want to see. Yeah, it was a wobbly pass out to Jeremy Ward, and that sun is not helping at the moment. So scrum down to the Stormers, now between the halfway and the 10-meter line inside the Sharks territory. We've already seen 5 handling errors already. Emil Losper says the Sharks is in Cape waters, very stormy. Shark Brand says Ireland and Wales taking a 20-minute half time. Wow. Mark Bromfield says, Guru, lovely jersey. Thank you, Mark. Barry says, at least Buta was going to do one with you regarding to Bosch. So, yeah, no, Buta Chamberlain, a very down-to-earth player. Lovely person. Right, big scrum from the Stormers this time. They do get it out, and Herschel Yankees under pressure now. They've lost a bit of ground now. Warwick Kaland into space. Oh, look, I nearly intercepted that. But Angela Davids gets it back, and he's bundled into touch. So what's the call from the referee? So no knock-on from Lukanyam, no deliberate knockdown either. So we are going to play the line out. Yeah, I think he went for the intercept, got it somehow, and then slapped it backwards. And then into the hands of Angelo Davids, who was then tackled into touch. Right, so about 11 minutes gone. No score yet between these two. Bunambi with a throw into the slide out. Goes to the front. Iron Andrews have collected it for the Sharks now. Scrum order. Moore goes down and the Sharks now have possession at the back. Jaden Hendricks are waiting for it. Looks like he is going to go with the box kick over the top now. Yeah, it's going to be chased down here by Makazola Mapimpi. It is Angela Davids who's there to collect it, but it's touched him into touch. So it will be a line out to the Sharks between the 10 and the halfway line inside Stormers territory. And Angela Davids can consider him very unlucky there to have touched that ball into touch. Shark Brain says Bosch is not good enough to feature on the channel. Yeah, Bosch wasting his talent at the Pilchers. Must come to the Storm. We'll teach him how to navigate the back line. Hating him for playing bad, says Barry. Yeah, there was a time when Bosch was really good. Line out throw, taken by Jean-Ray Labuskafny. Now Lukanyam loops around with Makazolo Mapimpi just over halfway now. And slow ball coming for the Sharks now. Bonilla goes with the high kick up into the air. Sabun Nkosi chasing this one down. And it's Warwick Kalanda under it, but he loses it. And now it's going to be a Sharks put into the scrum here for a knock-on from Warwick Kalanda between the 22 and the 10-meter line inside Stormers half. So plenty of errors in this one as well. We've seen so many in the previous game between the Lions and the Bulls. But a lot of up and unders in this one contributing to those knock-ons. Right, Sharks put into the scrum between the 10 and the 22, 5 meters from the right and touchline. Jaden Hendricks to defeat this ball for the Sharks. Mark Bromfield says Sharks need to calm down. Johannes Payne says Stormers with 15 points. I don't think so. Right, so here we go. Scrum down to the Sharks. Jaden Hendricks to defeat this one for them. And let's see what happens. Solid scrum from the Sharks. Jaden Hendricks at the back now. Waiting for it. Gets it out to Bonilla. Bonilla waiting for Lukanyam. Beats the first line of defense. Gets tackled by Dion Fury. Still on the same place. Now it's Bonilla going for the eye up and under. Chase coming from Mapimpi and Fassi. It's Mapimpi who's got it now. Just 10 meters out from the Stormers try line. Jaden Hendricks are waiting for it. Gets it out to Pwipsi Budalezi. Tackled by Kutsov. Right in the middle of the field. 10 meters out now. Thomas de Toy. He puts it up for the Sharks now. Jaden Hendricks. Just the timing of the pass out to Ruben van Heerden now. And a penalty to the Stormers. Holding on the ground there from Ruben van Heerden. Jeremy Ward came in at pace. Should have had that ball in his hands. Instead it went to Ruben van Heerden, who got isolated and gave away the penalty. Jaden Hendricks just not finding the right person there. Shark Brand says, what's wrong with SA teams? No one has the edge. And then Johannes says, okay, make it 20 points. Right, so the kick downfield from Manny Lebok has found touch between the halfway and the 10-meter line inside Sharks territory. And we've had about 15 minutes in this game, which it's still very strange not to have any score on the board, but it's due to handling errors and penalties at the moment from both sides. Right, Scaro and Taveri to throw this one in for the Stormers. And let's see what happens. Scaro and Taveri to the back. It goes to Marvin Uri. Herschel Yankees now. Matty Lebok straightening the line is Dan Duplessis. Good tackle from Lukanya. Now Herschel Yankees out to Sinatla. Caught behind the advantage line here by Mapimpi. Herschel Yankees do get it back now. Gets it out to Marvin Uri. Marvin Uri sets it up. Herschel Yankees again now gets it out. Manny Lebok. Lebok to Dion Fury. Tackled by Pepsi Budalezi. Right on halfway now. Yankees, Manny Lebok now with a kick downfield. He's going to look for a bit of space. Nobody at the back for the Sharks now. Sabun, of course, having to travel back a long distance. Now 5 meters from his own trial and gets the pass out to Fassi, who puts the kick downfield. And that's a lovely touch founder, but quickly thrown in by the Stormers now. Warwick Kaland on halfway, gets caught by Fussy. Trouble here for the Stormers. They have managed to secure it eventually. Now Herschel Yankees gets it out to Giamani, and a terrible pass from Ruanel to Sanatla into touch, as it's going to be a line out to the Sharks between the 10 and the halfway line, but they've gone quickly as well. Now it's Bonilla with a kick downfield, looking for the 50-22, can't find it. The bounce of the ball into the hands of Ruanel, 5 meters from his try line. Now Manny Libok with the kick downfield, not going to find touch. Into the hands of Jaden Hendricks, gets the pass out to Fussy. Fussy is going to go high up into the air. Mapimpi chasing, but that's just way too far. Into the hands of Libok, makes the mark, and he's got enough time now to get in a decent clearance for the Stormers. 17 minutes gone. Still no score on the board here in Cape Town for the Coastal Derby between these two sides. Manny Libok will kick this downfield. Router Boss says, Thomas Dewey, old boy from Cape Town, steals bunch of hired soldiers. Right, so Manny Libok's fine touch between the halfway and the 10-meter line of the Sharks. Mark Bromfield says, my prediction, Sharks 21, Stormers 19. I think Sharks between 3 and 6 points, I think. But you never know in situations like these. Right, thrown coming from Bunambi now. 5 meters inside their own half as the Sharks now slap away into the hands of Jaden Hendricks, and now Tito Bonilla. Bonilla finds a gap here for the Sharks. Up to the 10-meter line, gets the long pass out to Mapimpi. But Mapimpi have to put it on the boot. Collected by Jeremy Ward, however, just short of the 22-meter line now. Jaden Hendricks out to Bonilla. It's Ruben van Heerden taking it up to the 22-meter line for the Sharks. Penalty advantage coming for the Sharks now. Bonilla again out to Oxley Show, knocks it on. And we come back for a penalty for the Sharks. So a chance now for the Sharks to get the first points on the board. And what a lovely break by Tito Bonilla. Sharks will have a shot at goal here. And it should be an easy one for Bonilla as well. Well, what a lovely break from the Argentina fly-off there. Ace Boss says, Bravo screen button, I can't do that. I'll get banned from YouTube. Right, so the Sharks now attempting the first penalty of this game. Island sending defending champs to the graveyard. 17-0 after 44 minutes, says Sharks Brain. So Island doing a really good job at the moment. Like I said, my team of the year last year, having beaten the All Blacks and also getting rid of some of the other top teams. So Bonilla with the kill. That's a wobbly little kick, but it goes over eventually. So the Sharks have got free and the Stormers nil. So after about a quarter of the first half gone, it's the Sharks who finally get some points on the board. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that, Ace Boss. Sorry. I've done it before, got banned, got the ticket, and over it. Manny Libok with a restart, then a high-hanging kickoff just short of the 22, and played in the air was Pepsi Buthelezi by Sabella Sinatla. So a penalty goes the way of the Sharks, quickly taken. Jaden Hendricks out to Pepsi Buthelezi. Now gets the pass out to Sia Khaleesi. Now Bonambi. Bonambi up to halfway. Now Jaden Hendricks gets it back to Bonilla with a kick downfield, looking for the 50-22, but it's going to jump out just short of the 22, and it's going to be a line out to the Stormers, 5 meters outside of their own 22. Quick thinking from the Sharks there, and nearly catching the Stormers off guard there. Can the score be today like kissing your sister? I don't think so, Johannes. No problem, Rowan. We'll check you next time. Right, 3 points to 0 the Sharks lead. 82 people watching. Press that like button and subscribe. Here comes Skaran to Benny with a throw in. Goes to the back to Andre Smith or Arends van Rijn. The maul has been formed by the Stormers now. They are trying to make their way forward. Sharks' discipline needs to hold here now. Oh, that's going to be a penalty surely to the Stormers. Collapsing the maul now. Penalty advantage. Here comes Dan du Plessis. Warwick Kalan. There's space here for the Stormers. It's Ronel. Ronel up to halfway he goes. And Isabella Sinatla now back inside. But it's Sabun Nkosi who intercepts the ball in the process. But somehow the Stormers have found it back now. Warwick Kalan again. Tackled by Fassi on the 22-meter line. Penalty advantage to the Stormers. Offside from the Sharks. Herschel Yankees now gets it out to Diamani. Tackled by Pepsi Budalezi. Now Herschel Yankees, Manny Libok changed the direction to the left side. Warwick Kalan with a little chip over the top. The chase coming and dotted down by Jaden Hendricks. And I think we're coming back for the penalty to the Stormers then. Right on the 22-meter line. This could be a chance for the Stormers to level up the scoreboard again. Good work there from the Stormers. What a breakout. What a Kalan. Great timing of the pass. And they've managed to, well, it was an early tackle is the call from the referee. That's why they get the penalty. But either way, what a breakout from the Stormers. And they've opted not to go for goal here. They're going to go for touch. So they're looking to score the first try of this game. Finds touch about 10 meters out from the try line. Brilliant timing from Ruanel to get that pass out to Sinatla as well. Warwick need Willems with him to get the Seals. Right, so the draw against the Sharks last week was the Stormers' second draw in the URC this season, having drawn also, I think it was with Edinburgh. Right, Skaran Tiberi now with a throw into this line out here for the Stormers. 10 meters out from the try line. An opportunity for the Stormers to get the first try of this game. Skaran Tiberi with a throw in. Is he going to find his jumper? Finds Andre Smith. Maul has been formed by the Stormers now. Can they start to move forward now as the Stormers back? They do start to move forward now. And the Sharks under pressure here as the Stormers keep going. And they're 5 meters out from the try line now. Have that scrum gone down legally? Yes, it has. Now Ntubeni cuts off the back now. Herschel Yankees at scrum off. Gets it out to Kitsov. Kitsov taking it up now. 5 meters out. Was there a little knock on? There might have been a little knock on from the Stormers. Play on, says the referee. Chiva Diamani now gets it back to Herschel Yankees. Now it's Manny Libok. Libok, Ruanel. Ruanel just 5 meters out from the try line now. And, Jacobs have called it back for that knock on. So it must have been a call from the touch judge. So Kitsov had knocked that ball on. And we are going back for that knock on. So opportunity goes a begging for the Stormers. Had a chance to level up 3-all. Didn't take it. And, unfortunately for them, not getting the try. Scrum down to the Sharks, but we're going to have an injury break to one of the players quickly. Mark Bromfield says, looking forward to next weekend's game at Loftus. That should be a really, really big game. Greville Mallet says, I hope this game better than the Bulls-Lions game. It does look a little bit more exciting at the moment, but still too many errors from both sides, really. The boss says, give the ball to the boogeyman. Yeah, the boogeyman came back to haunt the Sharks last week. We've got 65 votes, guys. Who will win? And 54% says the Sharks at the moment. 43% says the Stormers. Well, there's a 3 or 5% chance now for a draw between the two sides. Let's hope it's not the case. 97 people watching. Don't forget to press that like button and subscribe. Right, Sharks put into the scrum now. Jaden Hendricks to feed this ball in for the Sharks. 5 meters from their own try line, right in the middle of the field. Can the Stormers put the pressure on the Sharks back? Hendricks feeds it. Oh, it's gone down, and it's a free kick to the Sharks. which they surely will use to kick this ball as far possible down the field as they can. 25 minutes gone. Sharks leading by 3 points to 0, and Bonilla will now kick this game down as far as possible. Or not. He just put in a wobbly little kick collected by Angelo Davids. And now it's Warwick Galant on the 10-meter line. Gets it out to Sinatla. Sinatla looking to open up the gap here for them. But quickly over that ball is the Sharks. Will they win the penalty? No, they do get it back as the Stormers. Furi to Marvin Uri, who knocks it on. Now counter-attack from the Sharks. Fussy to kick it downfield. And nobody at the back. The bounce of the ball is terrible for the Stormers. But Galant do get it and have enough time to kick it downfield. Looking for the 50-22. That is going to go too far, 5 meters from the try line. And Jaden Hendrickson will be able to kick this downfield and find touch between the 10 and the 22 of the Sharks. So the Stormers winning that kicking battle on that occasion. Mark Bromfield says Sharks need this game. Cully Stormers says Stormers all the way. Come on, Storms. And then Sibonella says, keen on Fussy versus Galant battle. Someone needs to put their hands up to challenge Willie. And to be honest, I'm a Sharks fan, but I think Warwick Galant is the obvious choice to replace Willie in that fullback berth. Right, Skara and Tubeni with this throw into this lineup between the 10 and the 22 of the Sharks. Good attacking opportunity for the Stormers. Can they make use of it? Tubeni with a throw in finds Marvin Uri now. Herschel Yankees. Manny Lebon gets Dan du Plessis into the gap. Gets the pass out to Ruanel. But the last pass to Warwick Galant not so good behind the 22-meter line now. And there's a knock-on from Warwick Galant as well. So the Sharks survive again, as we will have a scrum down on a 22-meter line. A brilliant half gap taken by Dan du Plessis. The offload to Ruanel. But unfortunately, his pass out the back wasn't good enough. The backline of the Stormers lying way too deep for a decent pass to come through on that occasion. Yeah, it could have been big trouble for the Sharks there if that ball went to hand. So the Sharks will have to look at their defense at times. Jeremy Ward slipping up too many tackles at the moment. He's had a wobbly start to this game as Jeremy Ward, 2 knock-ons and the break in the tackle as well a couple of times now. So they just need to be careful. 28 minutes gone in this one, and it's going to be a scrum down to the Sharks. Right on the 22-meter line. So the Sharks with another opportunity to get out of their own 22 here. Let's hope for a really good game. We've seen plenty of knock-ons, but at least the counter-attack has been solid from both sides from that knock-ons. Jaden Hendrickson out to feed this ball. Here we go. Solid scrum from the Sharks again. Controlling at the back now. Jaden Hendrickson gets it out to Bonilla. Bonilla with a kick downfield. Not going to find touch into the hands of Angelo Davids. Just outside his 22, throws a wobbly pass to Warwick Galant, way back into the 22 now, but still got enough time to clear that and gets it out to Sinatla, who's on the run here. Sinatla back inside to Dan du Plessis. The Stormers must score. No, they've knocked it on again. This time it's Herschel Yankees who knocks it on for the Stormers. Now advantage to the Sharks. Here comes Makazola Mapimpi, tackled by Dion Furi. And now back into the hands of Apelile Fassi, who kicks it downfield. Nobody at the back for the Stormers. Going back for it is Herschel Yankees, just 10 meters from his own try line. And he kicks it downfield. Not going to find touch either. Now into the hands of Bonilla. Bonilla over halfway he goes, gets the pass out to Makazola Mapimpi. Mapimpi tries to run around the forwards and does so beautifully. Gets the pass out to Jeremy Ward. Now he needs support. Sharks on the 10-meter line. Makazola Mapimpi again. Long cutout pass to Sabun Nkosi. Sabun Nkosi now tackled by Dan du Plessis. Oxness here now on the 10-meter line of the Stormers. Just setting it up for the Sharks. Jaden Hendrickson back to Bonilla. Mapimpi, quick pass to Sabuna Kossi. Sabuna Kossi up to the 22-meter line for the Sharks now. Oxnashire to Sia Kulisi, driven back in a tackle by Van Rijn. Now Jaden Hendricks again, now to Thomas Tatouay. Sharks are losing a bit of ground now. Jeremy Ward back, Bonilla loops around, tackled by Herschel Yankees, but the Sharks might have lost this ball now. No, they still got it. Between the 10 and the 22-meter line, Ruben van Heerden sets it up for the Sharks. Jaden Hendricks are just waiting for it now. Gets it out to Lukanyam. Throws a little dummy, but Libok not falling for it. Manhandled there by two Stormers defenders. Driven back now on the 10-meter line for the Sharks now. Jaden Hendricks are waiting for it. The Sharks have tried everything. Now going with a box kick over the top. And a penalty goes the way of the Stormers. Mapimpi in front of the kicker. And after all that passage of play, it's a penalty to the Stormers on the 10-meter line inside their own half. Shark Brain says knock-ons. Once again, South Africa is in a bad place. Stormers very fit. Came back from the bull crawl and also at the Seal Tank. Stormers played for the whole 85 minutes. Albert says 121 in the room. Smash that like button as that kick goes into touch. 5 meters outside of the Sharks 22 at the moment. So we've seen plenty of action from both sides up and down the field. But we're just going to have a little break now for an injury attendance to Dion Fourie. Shark Brain says 24-0 Wales getting pumped in Ireland today. Mark Bromfield says Sharks need to keep it up front. Right, it's been a very seesaw battle as far as possession and territory has gone in this game so far. Although the scoreboard reads 3-0, it's been quite exciting to watch at times. Why would you want to change a good player to move inside and you bought a has-been Wallaby? What message you sending out? Yeah, no, that's true. I don't know what the Sharks' intention was with the buy from Ben Tupaya, because they got so many quality players. I mean, Marius Lowe, for instance, is one of my favorite youngsters coming through as well. Not so much a youngster anymore, but a quality player. So yeah, back to the action here, and it's the Stormers now with a line out 5 meters outside of the Sharks 22. Skaran Tubeni with the throw into this lineup. What can I do with this one? It comes to Andre Smith. Maul has been formed now, loops around Skaran Tubeni. Dan du Plessis straightening the line. Still just outside at 22 now. Herschel Yankees to Dion Fourie. Good tackle from Sia Kulisi. Now Herschel Yankees, Marvin Wurry. Marvin Wurry up to the 22-meter line. Now under pressure is Herschel Yankees, tackled by Thomas Tatouay. Will this ball come back to the Stormers side? Yes, it will. Dion Fourie at scrum off here for the Stormers. Pick up and go. Good defense from Bonambi. Now Herschel Yankees gets it back to Manny Libok. Libok to Warwick Kalandi. He's caused problems for the Sharks so far. Up over the 22, but a penalty goes the way of the Sharks. The call from the referee is he kept rolling after he got tackled. So a ridiculous penalty to give away there. And the Sharks now have a chance to clear this ball. Well, it's one of those things. Discipline letting the Stormers down there. Eric Davison says, back again, the referee has sided with the Irish. And then Cully Stormers says, defend, boys. Right, so the Sharks now have cleared that ball, and let's just see where they found touch. Not very far, between the 10 and the 22 inside their own half. They will have this line out now. So Bonilla not finding a lot of distance on his kicks at the moment, but I think the Sharks are playing against the wind at the moment. Sharks maul has been formed here, and that ball needs to come out, says the referee. Now to Jaden Hendricks, who goes high up into the air. It's going to chase his own kick. Sanatla's got it. Tackled by Hendrickson. Now gets out to Marvin Wurry. Right on the Stormers' 10-meter line. And it's going to be a penalty to the Sharks. Diving off their feet is the call against the Stormers now. And Bonilla might fancy his chance to kick a goal here. Off the feet from the Stormers. And let's see what Bonilla decides. Yes, he is going to go for goal here. It's about 7 meters out from the right-hand touchline on the 10-meter line. So give or take, it is around 45 meters out. Tian Strivik says Sharks will win this game in the second half. Right. Still got 6 minutes to go in this first half. Tito Bonilla, Jaquan Diaz Bonilla, as is known in the world of rugby, is going to take this one. There's a 60% probability for him to get this one 45 meters out and about 30 meters on the angle, or 30 degrees on the angle. And the strike is not good. It's gone to the right of the post, so the score remains the same. Not good to miss those vital kicks in this game. It could be the difference between winning and losing this game today. Manny Lebok to restart this one now for the Stormers from the 22-meter line. Right, here we go. High kick from him, chased by coming from Sinatla. Beautifully collected by Sia Khaleesi. And the Sharks now on the... Whoa, it's been ripped by Dion Fourie. Beautifully done. Was that a forward pass, however? Now Warwick Kalan kicks it downfield. Looking for that 50-22, and he's going to get it as well. It's going to be a Stormers lineup. 5 meters inside the Sharks 22. Great kick from Warwick Kalan. Putting the pressure on the Stormers there. I think the referee missed the forward pass from Fourie to Herschel Yankees, but it was a 50-51, so it's fine. It's not the end of the world. Sia Khaleesi stayed down, receiving some attention at the moment. Mark Bromfield says Sharks need to just calm and focus on the game plan. Right, so Khaleesi have stayed down and will be receiving some attention here. But, yeah, it looks like he is back on his feet, or he will be back on his feet in just a short while now. 137 people watching. Press that like button and subscribe if you're new to this channel. Sharks leading by 3-0 as we're getting close to the end of the first half. Let's just have another look at this. Yeah, I know it's a fair pass from Dion Fourie to Yankees. Right, Khaleesi back on his feet, and Stormers have a line out 5 meters inside the Sharks 22. Right, throw-in coming now for them. Skara and Tubeni with a throw-in to this line out. He's going to find Marvin Wurry at the front now. Driving more form by the Stormers, and the Small is looking pretty good, but they're working to the side now. Get the pass out. Herschel Yankees out to Manny Lebok. Lebok to Hachiva Diamani, caught in possession there by the Sharks. It's right on the 22 in the middle of the field now. Herschel Yankees cuts off. He's going to put his head down. Just setting it up for the Stormers now. Back to Arends van Rijn. Arends van Rijn out. Herschel Yankees. Ruanel out to Sabella Sinatla. Puts a little tap kick in. This is going to be a beautiful try to the Stormers. And they're going to score it under the post, it seems. As Sabella Sinatla gets the first try of this game. The Stormers on the board and getting a try from nowhere, and should be taking this into a halftime lead for them. Veronique Lowe says Stormers get stronger as game goes on, and that's just shows. So the try being scored here by the Stormers, and it had to happen at some stage. Again, Sabun Nkosi rushing up. Apelile Fassi left for dead with that little grubber kick ahead from Sinatla, and he scores a beautiful try for the Stormers. Great work. Great vision to see nobody behind Fussy and try time to the Stormers. Johannes Payne says all over. No, I don't think it's over just yet. 150 people watching. It's press that like button. It's that little thumbs up button there on your bottom of your screen. So press it and don't be shy, guys. Conversion from Libbok is over. So the scoreboard now 7 points to 3 to the Stormers. And we still got 2.5 minutes to go in this first half. Johannes Oosterloo says Sharks will come back. Shark Princess Island 29, Wales 0 after 70 minutes. Not looking good for Wales then. Right, here we go with the restart. It's Bonilla with a deep kick into the hands of Ruanel, who's had a fantastic game so far. Good tackle from Hiron Andrews, right on the 22 now. Chiva Diamani tackled by Thomas Detoy now. Herschel Yankees just setting it up again for the Stormers now. 5 meters inside their own 22. Looks like he's going to go with the kick himself. Yeah, he's going to go with the box kick over the top now. And that's going to find touch right on halfway. Brilliant kick from Herschel Yankees. Great stuff from the 9. And looking like he's getting some form back. Yeah, Mark Bromfield also says Sharks will hit back. And Johannes Payne says Sharks will come back next week. Right, so it's going to be a line out here. Oh, are they looking for foul play here? Hiron Andrews could be in trouble. There was a high hit from him. And AJ Jacobs is going to go upstairs for that as well. So let's have a look. How dangerous was that? Ruanel. Oh, you can't really see from this angle. Brock Harris in the way there. Let's have another look here. Can we see it from this angle? Oh, that shoulder straight to the face. It could be a yellow card coming for the Sharks here. Hiron Andrews in trouble. Yeah, that's high. That's reckless and it's dangerous. Should be a yellow card to Hiron Andrews. Johannes Oosterloo says, yeah, it's anti-Sharks anyway. Yeah, no, look, what's fair is fair. And I mean, given the rules of the game, there might be some mitigating factor saying that Ruanel might have slipped down just a little bit in the tackle. But from the angle that they've given, definitely going to be a penalty. Let's just see which way it's going to go. Will there be a yellow card or will there be just a penalty? That is what's going to be the call at the end of the day. Cully Stormer says, Sinatla finally showing his class that we have been waiting for. Come on, you Stormers. Go Storm. And then Willem Lowe says, Middag Guru, how's it going, Willem? And then Johan Victor says, Shark always bring it home. Sharks 33-21 should be the final score, according to Johan. So the referee's still debating the outcome of this, whether it will be a yellow card or not. We'll have to wait and see. Don't have any audio from my side, so we'll have to wait and see what the call from the referee will be. But it must surely be a penalty regardless. Right, they're going to have another look at something here. So probably having to look at the mitigating factor here, because otherwise it will be a yellow card. I don't think it's deserving of a red card. Still going to have a look at this now. So he's definitely been tackled by Pepsi Buthelezi or by Tsia Kulisi, and he is going downwards. So Hiron Andrews is in an upright position. Should be, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be that, but it can't be a red card. Surely not. Manette van Wyk says, hello, how's it going, Manette? And then Mark Bromfield, Johannes Payne, sorry, Sharks won't be able to come back next week playing the best team in the country, the Bulls. Oh, they might come back. Who knows? Manet van Wyk says, go Stormers. And then Willem Lowe says, Guru, die Stormers het treye lyk maar mooi. Yeah, that is a pretty jersey as well. Mark Bromfield says, only yellow only. Right, so let's hear what the call will be. Is he going to go to the bin? No. So thank goodness for that. Sanity has prevailed, and it's not a yellow card. So it's only going to be a penalty to the Stormers then. That's fair enough. I'll take that all day. High tackle from the Sharks. Penalty to the Stormers right on the 22-meter line inside their own half. 7 points to free the scoreboard in favor of the Stormers. Right, let's see. With a minute to play, Matty Livok is going to kick this downfield for the Stormers. Looking for a bit of distance on this one, and that is going to find touch 5 meters inside the half of the Sharks. So almost between the halfway and the 10-meter line inside Sharks territory. Mark Bromfield says, thanks, ref. Do you support Sharks, Osmanet? Yes, I am a Sharks supporter, but I'm as unbiased as possible. Mark Bromfield says, come on, Sharks. Scott Ntubeni with a throw in. Over the top it goes. And Bunambi has picked this up for the Sharks now. Just inside the half of the Stormers now. It's Bonilla who goes high up into the air. Nobody really chasing. No communication. Oh, Hageland has knocked it backwards. But he's managed to secure it and kick it into touch. And that's going to be the end of the first half. Hageland not happy about Apalile Fassi's challenge there at the end. But they shake it off. And we go into half time with the Stormers leading this game by 7 points to 3. And scoring that try just before, well, about 3 or 4 minutes before halftime. Sabella Sanatla just putting a grubber behind Apalile Fassi and secured the first try of this game. I'm going to take a quick break, guys, but when I do come back, we will be doing the second half. So don't go anywhere. Don't forget to press that like button and subscribe. We'll be back in a minute or two. Right, guys, we are back here for the second half. It's the Stormers leading by 7 points to 3. And it's hard to swallow as a Shark supporter, but I have to admit that the Stormers have definitely been the better side so far between the two sides. A lot of people calling for Willemse to come on in that second half, and Alfier says Stormers on the rise here, but a deserving lead at halftime, let's be honest. It's 7 points to 3. It's error-ridden game, a lot of high up and unders and a lot of errors, very similar to the Bulls Lions game earlier. But yeah, it's a tough one, you know. Just looking at that last penalty to the Stormers, that high tackle from Hiron Andrews, and coming to think of it, according to the rules, that should have been a yellow card. But then again, there was mitigating factors on that one. We do have the poll up on the channel currently, guys. 127 votes. Who will win? The Sharks currently leading it by 50%. Stormers 47, and then 2% for a draw. So yeah, there's a very tightly contested poll going on the channel at the moment. Let me know in the comment section who you think is going to win. And then, yeah, it's been a very tightly contested game. The Stormers have been very, they've tried to play very attractive rugby. It hasn't gone to hand at all many of times, but they definitely have looked the more attacking side on the field between the two sides. And if we have to go through the team sheets real quickly, Warwick Galant is having a monster of a game again. Angelo Davids has been good. Ruanel has been exceptional for the Stormers so far, hitting those gaps. Jeremy Ward left to pieces at the moment, and then Dan du Plessis straightening that line beautifully for them. Sabella Sanatla has been great so far for the Stormers as well, scoring that try just before halftime. And I must admit that he's having a decent few games so far in this tournament. And then Manny Libok and Herschel Yankees, a good halfback combination, working in tandem at the moment. And then, yeah, going through the forwards, Diamani has been solid. Adams van Rijn has been quiet today. Dion Fourie has been all over the pitch again today and causing havoc for the Sharks at the breakdown. Marvin Uri has had a phenomenal game as well, taking up the ball very nicely, getting over the advantage line, doing the hard work. And then Andre Smith also doing a good job so far, with Brock Harris, Karan Tebeni, and Stephen Skitsoff standing the man at scrum time. So no dominance in the pack of forwards just yet. Looking at the bench coming on, Andre Fenter, Leon Lyons, Sazi Sandy, Ben Jason Dixon, Marcel Tienes, and Namakaba. So they want to play with that forwards. They're going to make sure that the Sharks don't dominate up front. And then they've got Paul de Wet and Damien Willemse still to come onto the field as well. Going for the Sharks, Apelile Fassi. He's had a bit of a sweet and sour game so far. Caught out of position on a few times. Not collecting the ball when needed to do so. So, yeah, he's done good as well. Joined the line a couple of times really well for the Sharks. But definitely a shadow of the player that he used to be. And then Sabu Nkosi trying valiantly, but not getting enough ball from this Sharks backline to really make a difference at the moment. Jeremy Ward, I think, has been the weakest link for the Sharks in the backline so far. Lukanya Am has been valiant. Makazoloma Pimpi is trying really hard to get things going. And Tito Vanilla having also a bit of a forwards, Pepsi Budelezi, Jean-André Labuschagne and Sia Khaleesi doing a good job. None of them really dominating at this stage of the game. Hiron Andrews and Ruben van Heerden doing well. And then Thomas de Toey is having another monster of a game. And then Bonambi and Oxnashire has been very quiet today. And then looking at the bench to come on, I think Tuka Machuna could have a big impact. So too Karen van Vieren. And then Buta Chamberlain hopefully will come on at some stage in that second half, along with Vanna Koch. But what worries me is Vanna Koch's defense at times as well. Wouldn't say it's much better than Jeremy Ward's at the moment. Sparrow Maravilia says it's a very sloppy game, and then Stormers have had more opportunities to score. Sharkston and Jeremy Ward both playing bad games. So, yeah, I wouldn't say Bonilla is having a disastrous game for him, but it's definitely not been consistent enough. So hopefully the Sharks can find some consistency in the second half and play to the game plan, like it's been mentioned so many times in the comment section today as well. So, yeah, Stormers leading at halftime, 7 points to 3. Anybody with an update on the games that is playing so far? What was the score between Ireland and Wales? And then also, if there's any other rugby going on at the moment, what the scoreboard is. 132 votes. Still going the Sharks' way with 51%, 47 to the Stormers, and 2% for a draw then. So still plenty going on in that poll, guys. Don't forget to vote. Your vote will count, even though it doesn't make an impact on the game. It's just to see who is the supporters for this game. Right, so currently just waiting for the second half to start. But it's been a very sloppy game, like many people have mentioned so far. Johan Victor says, Jaden not getting the ball out fast enough. That I have to agree with as well. But the forwards are struggling at the breakdown. It's a massive battle between the loose forwards of this game. And then the locks also joining in there quite a bit in that ruck. So it's a very tightly contested situation when it comes to the forwards, which is causing Jaden to not get quick enough ball at the moment. Sparrow says, Ireland win Wales 29 points to 0. So that is quite a hiding. Looking forward to that England versus Scotland game, which we will be doing the second half of. Unfortunately, we won't be able to do the first half. But great performance from Ireland to win that opening game. And now it's the Stormers and Sharks having a crack. And then Scotland will take on England a little bit later on, which should be a really good game as well. Right, so we're back here at the stadium, and the players haven't run onto the field just yet, so we should be starting the second half anytime now. Sparrow says the game is still going on, and then the Sharks forwards much stronger than the Stormers. Well, in retrospect, Johan, they are the better on paper, but so far I must say the Stormers have definitely stood their man when it came to the actual play. So hopefully the Sharks can pick this out and get better in the second half. So players are now back onto the field. Possession going the way of the Stormers. Carries going the way of the Stormers. Tackles, double the tackles made by the Sharks. Meters made by the Stormers, 150 to 128. 47 to 34 carries to the Stormers. So, yeah. Interesting. Sparrow asked, do you think it should have been a yellow card for Andrews? Well, let's be honest. According to the rules, it should have been at least been a yellow card. But I'm actually glad that it wasn't given, because yellow cards and red cards have been given away so easily these days. And in the old days, it wouldn't have even mattered. Right, so Bonilla to restart this second half for us. And the Sharks now playing from left to right on the screen. So here we go. H.A. Jacobs to get this game underway. It's Bonilla with the kickoff. And the chase coming from a Pimpy. It's going to be collected by Ruanel. Ruanel in running mood today. Gets over 5 meters over the 22-meter line. Herschel Yankees now out to Chiva Diamani. Gets scored on the 22-meter line. Now Herschel Yankees waiting for this ball. Probably have to go with the box kick over the top. They've carried it back. And here comes the box kick over the top. Chased down from Angelo Davids. But it's Fassi who gets it. Beautifully collected by him on the 10-meter line. Now Jaden Hendrickson needs to get this out. Oxnashire charging his way through. Gets off over that ball quickly. And it's not going to be penalized. Here comes Bonilla back to Bonambi. Good tackle from Skaran to Benny. Jaden Hendrickson now. Oh, caught behind the advantage line again. And quickly over that ball is the Stormers. Have they won that ball? Yes, they get the penalty. And sloppy from the Sharks. Vannecock onto the field here for the Sharks as well. So a minute gone in the second half. Cock is on for Nkosi. So not sure if it was an injury replacement or what. But the Stormers now have a chance to kick this downfield. Let's hope the Sharks discipline don't let them down yet again. Johan Victor says Sharks game is usually played in the last 30 minutes of the game. And then Tian Strubik says Sharks time to shine. Lorenzo Swart says Stormers. Johannes Payne has made a 35 Rand donation. Thank you so much, Johannes. Really appreciate that, man. And then Johan Victor says Puta must come. And then Johannes Payne says, come on, Stormers. So, yeah, I do prefer Puta Chamberlain over Bonilla. So the Stormers now have a line out right on the 22-meter line of the Sharks. Stormers would want to capitalize on this opportunity given to them. Skaran Tubeni with a throw into this line out. Finds Chiva Diamani now. Herschel Yankees to Manny Lebok. Dan du Plessis nearly through the gap there. And over the 22 they go. Dion Farina. Pick up and go from him. Good work from the Stormers. Herschel Yankees out to Marvin Wurry. Thumping tackle from Jean-André Laverskafny. Pushes them back just a little bit. Now Harris van der Rijn. Tackled by Hiron Andrews. Gets the offload to Brock Harris. At 10 meters out. Dion Farina now. Pick up and go. Still about 7 meters out is the Stormers now. Gets the pass out. Warwick Khalan puts a little dab in behind. The bounce of the ball works for the Stormers. And it's going to be try time to the Stormers in the corner. Well, that's a freak try from them. But AJ Jacobs will go upstairs for this one, I think. Just having a word with Joe Quenny. And I think that's going to be a try to the Stormers. They are going to go upstairs to have a look at this. Lukanya, I'm having a word with AJ Jacobs there. But I personally don't think there was anything wrong with that. Should be a try to the Stormers here. Let's go upstairs and have a look at this. Warwick Khalan with a little dab through. Bounce of the ball. Horrible for Mapimpi. And, Hachiva Diamani has, I think, knocked it forward out of his hands into the hands of Ruanel. So this try might not stand after all. Yeah, nothing wrong with Ruanel going into touch there. But I think that there was a knock-on from Ruanel to Achieva and then another knock-on from Achieva to Ruanel. So, yeah, bad luck for the Stormers, I think. But you could say bad luck to the Sharks for that bounce of that ball. But let's have another look, just in extra slow motion. So it definitely goes forward out of the hands of Achieva Diamani into the hands of Ruanel. But now the question is, and has he knocked it on? Was there downward pressure on that ball as well? So two things to look out for. It's maybe a potential forward pass then, if you really want to go that far. Foot not into touch. Was there downward pressure? I don't have any audio from my side, but they're still looking at this. And I personally think that should not be a try. I think it's gone forward out of the hands of Achieva Diamani straight into the hands of Ruanel. But I might be wrong again. Johan Victor says Argentina must come off. Yeah, it's about time. I think so too. Right, so no audio from my side, so we'll see what the referee decision is. But the fact that they're looking at it for so long tells me that I think that ball might have gone forward out of the hands of Achieva Diamani. So, no try. It's no try. It's going to be a knock. Well, it's going to be a 5-meter scrum to the Sharks then. So, I think sanity prevailed there. And we will have a scrum down to the Sharks. The Stormers having to go all the way back for the scrum now because they've all lined up at halfway. So, scrum down here to the Sharks, 5 meters from their own try line. And I think they can consider themselves very, very lucky. Right, Sharks feed to the scrum here, 5 meters out from the try line, 5 meters from the left-hand touch line. Jaden Hendrickson to feed this ball in for the Sharks. Do you think that it's time to get those replacements on? Jaden Hendrickson and Vanilla both needs to be replaced here. Right, big scrum coming up for the Sharks now. Can they defend their own scrum here, 5 meters from the try line as the referee blows on his whistle, and it's going to be a reset scrum again. Cully Stormer says close. Yeah, that was a very close one. It could have gone either way, to be quite honest. Right, another scrum down to the Sharks then. 7 points to 3. We've had 3.5 minutes in this one. Jaden Hendricks had to feed this ball in the scrum for the Sharks. 5 meters away from their own try line. Jaden Hendrickson now to feed this ball for the Sharks. Taking the time to set up the scrum. An important one indeed. And the Sharks doing well to push. The Stormers have popped up. And penalty goes the way of the Sharks. Brock Harris popping out on the tighthead prop there. Great work from Oxnard here. And the Sharks get some relief there with that penalty. Yeah, that was a very close one. That's how close it is to winning and losing a game, because if the Stormers have scored there, it would have been really hard for the Sharks to get back. And another poor kick from Bonilla, as he only finds touch about 5 meters outside of the 22. Right. Great scrum there from Oxnard here. Just having a look at that again, and it's really well done from him. Putting pressure on the veteran there. Bunambi with a throw into this line out now. Goes to the back to Hiron Andrews. Maul has been set up by the Sharks now. Sia Khaleesi off the back here. Sharks needing to get that ball out quicker. Jaden Hendricks taking his time with that one. Hendricks looks like he's going to go with the box kick over the top himself. Now chase coming from Mapimpi. Right on halfway, it's Angelo Davids who takes it beautifully for the Stormers. And making good headway up to the 10-meter line. Stormers in possession now. Herschel Yankees gets it out to Andre Smith, to Manny Libok. Now Warwick Kalan gets the pass out to Dan du Plessis into the gap. Here comes Sinatla now. Can he go all the way? Vandercock charging him down. But back inside to Dan du Plessis. Pick up and go from Warwick Kalan. He's so close to the try line. Just a meter short, brought down, and it looks like the Sharks might have counter-rucked this ball right on the try line. Great work from the Sharks. And the Sharks now in possession here on their own try line. Bonilla has set scrum off here for them. They need to set this up. And it comes out to Oxnard, who drives it forward up to 5 meters out. Sharks under pressure here. And there's a massive problem in the midfield. Big counter shove coming from the Western Pro or from the Stormers, but they give away the penalty for coming in from the side. Penalty goes against Kickoff there. Coming in from the side, and the discipline really letting the Stormers down there. It could have worked brilliantly for them. Yeah, what an interesting passage of play there from the Stormers, looking to grind open the Sharks' defense as Apalile Fassi tries to make the kick, and that goes out 5 meters out from the 22. For some reason, the Sharks can't seem to find any distance on their kick. Jeremy Ward, a guilty party yet again, missing the vital tackle, and not sure what the Sharks are going to do about that situation, because he's really just getting outplayed at the moment in the back line. Right, the Stormers have stolen that line out, and here they come again now between the 10 and the 22. Here comes Manny Libok. Libok gets past Bonilla. Now up to the 22-meter line he goes. Great work from the Stormers, but it's stolen by the Sharks, but illegally so. And this is a very kickable penalty for them. Right in the middle of the field on the 22-meter line. Stormers could go to a 10 points to 3 lead here. And little car is already on the field, so the Stormers will have a shot at goal, but Sharks defense intact at the moment. Barry says congratulations for the donation. Long lost since we have seen that. Yeah, it's been a while, but thank you for all the people who's donated. First Achilles and now Johannes Payne as well. So the Sharks in trouble here, because on the bench they only have Grant Williams and Buta Chamberlain now to replace. And I wouldn't say Bonilla is the best defender himself. So Sharks in a bit of trouble when it comes to defense now. But I would make the change to bring in Grant Williams and Buta Chamberlain now. Right, Stormers lining this one up, and Manny Lebok with that kick straight through the middle it goes. So 10 points to 3. The Stormers lead the Sharks after 8.5 minutes in the second half. Great pressure from the Stormers, cutting the Sharks defense to pieces at the moment. Just their own worst enemy at times at the moment. So Bonilla now with the restart here, and a deep kick in from him. Just inside the 22, collected by Angela Davids for the Stormers now. 5 meters inside the 22. Herschel Yankees now controlling. Gets it out to Achiever Diamani. Tackled by Dutue. Herschel Yankees waiting for that ball at the back of the ruck. Looks like he's going to go himself this time. Yeah, he is going to kick it and looking for distance with that one. Not going to find touch into the hands of Fussy on halfway. Fussy's going to try and have a run. Tackled by Angela Davids there. Sharks right on the touchline here. Jaden Hendricks out to Bonilla. Out to Oxnashire. Good double tackle from Andre Smith and Brock Harris. Now comes back to Bonilla. Loops around Jeremy Ward now. There's a little bit of an overlap for the Sharks, but Lukanyam straightens the line up to halfway now. Bonilla with a kick downfield and into the hands of Warwick Kalat just outside the 22. Gets the pass out to Manny Lebok. Lebok is going to look for the 50-22 here, and he's going to get the bounce of the ball. It's going to be a Stormers line out 10 meters from the try line. Great stuff from the Stormers, and the Sharks are getting punished. Time to make those changes. Musaba says 2 tries gone begging there, Guru. Absolutely. Johan Victor says big mess up between 9 and 10. And when will they start to make those changes? As it's Damien Willems coming on for Dan du Plessis, who's had a really good game for the Stormers today. Now we'll see the magic between Warwick Kalant and Damien Willems maybe. Scarone to Benny with a throw in out to this line out. 10 meters out from the try line. What can the Stormers do from here? Andre Smith takes it in. Maul has been formed by the Stormers now. They need to stop this driving. Maul, here comes the Stormers. A breakaway just a meter short of the try line for the Stormers now. But it does come back to the Stormers side now. What can they do? Herschel Yankees out to Achiever Diamani. Sharks defense needs to be solid now. Out to Kickoff it comes. Still 5 meters out from the try line. Kickoff setting that up nicely now. Manny Lebok in possession. He's brought down now Marvin Uri. Good defense from the Sharks again. Stopping the Stormers 5 meters out. Herschel Yankees, Damien Willems. Willems steps back. But a good tackle from Jean-Ray Lavis-Gaffney. Penalty advantage coming. Now it's back into the hands of Angela Davids. Still just 2 meters out. Penalty advantage to the Stormers. Here comes Dion Ferre. Or is it Andre Smith who gets over for a try? Yes, it's a try to the Stormers. And the Sharks are in trouble. Great work from the Stormers. Putting the Sharks to sword today. Great work from the Stormers. 15 points to 3 it is. And this is really great. Musaba says that there it is for everyone to see. Fussy not ready yet for Big Test Rugby. He'll get there, but got to learn quickly from Willie. And then, yes, the boogeyman. So the Stormers get their second try of this game, leaving the Sharks in tatters at the moment. Stormers definitely outplaying the Sharks at the moment. Johan Victor says Bonilla must get off and pack his bags. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think that was a bad decision to drop it. I know he hasn't played the best rugby in the last 2 games. But, yeah, this is not looking good for the Sharks. Your Randon Falkbane says, damn, I worked late, but okay, I'm here. Come on, Stormers, you got this. Right, Stormers 15, Sharks 3, and a long road back for the Sharks if they want to do this. Manny Lebok with a conversion attempt about 10 meters out from the left-hand touchline, and that's a beautiful strike Through the middle it goes, 17 points to 3. And the Sharks will have to start playing rugby now. 17 points to 3 with 26 minutes to go. As Grant Williams comes on for Hendrickse. And I think that seems to be the only change as Bonilla is still on the field. Right, restart now, and here they come again. Another deep kick in, collected by Angelo Davids. He tries to step past Oxnashire, gets tackled right on the 22-meter line now. Herschel Yankees out to Achiever. Diamani quickly over that ball with Thomas Dutoit, but the Stormers do have this possession still. Herschel Yankees waiting for it to the back now. That can't go out directly. Here comes Herschel Yankees with the box kick over the top. Into the hands of Apelile Fassi now. Tackled by Ruanel. Just inside the Stormers half now as the Sharks. Grant Williams gets it out to Thomas the Tank. Caught right on halfway in the middle of the field now. Grant Williams back. It comes to Bonilla. Bonilla standing way too deep at the moment. That's another up and under from him into the hands of Warwick Kalant now. Here comes Sinatla. Sinatla now steps back inside past Van der Klok now. Willemse get the pass to Herschel Yankees. Here comes the Stormers again. Up over the 10-meter line of the Sharks. They need a scrum off now. It is Geland at scrum off. Gets it out to Manny Libok. Quick ball to Arends van Rijn. Gets the pass. Oh, being behind. Brock Harris gets it now. Willemse again. Tries to get the offload to Brock Harris. Manny Libok. Ruanel out to Angelo Davids. Tackled by Bonilla, but not held in the tackle. And finally into touch. He goes. So it's going to be a line out to the Sharks between the 22 and the 10-meter line inside their own half. Absolutely amazing play by the Stormers at the moment. Johannes Payne says, today I can found a like button. Stormers going to win this game. Come on, Stormers. Ace Boss says, die views kom en gaan drink met dan kom daar meer mense. Now you will see Willemse directing, navigating a backline for one, stops and open his eyes. And in what time do the Sharks start playing? I don't know. Maybe the last 20 minutes, maybe. Johannes Payne says next week. And then Sharks is on a late shift today. Jan Hendrik Dijkman says, come on, Stormers. So they're doing a great job at the moment. 176 people watching. Press that like button and subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. 55 minutes gone. Thomas Dutoit just receiving some attention quickly. But it's all Stormers at the moment. Gully Stormers just shouting out Stormers. So well-deserving lead for the Stormers here. We're 14 lead at the moment. Great stuff from them. And I must say, as a Sharks supporter, I'm a little bit worried about the way the Sharks are playing at the moment. They have the 5th best tackle success rate of 89.2 in the URC, but the Stormers are finding a gap. Right, the throw-in stolen by the Stormers as well. It is a bit loose, but Dion Ferry collects it on the 10-meter line and now brought down. Stormers in possession here. Gets it out to Achiever Diamani. Just sets up the ruck there for the Stormers now. Herschel Yankees waiting calmly for that ball. Gets it out to Warwick Kalan, puts a little chip king in behind. The bounce of the ball nearly works for him, but he's just knocked it on. And otherwise, the Stormers would have scored again. Everything going the way of the Stormers at the moment. It will be a Sharks put in to the scrum, but Warwick Kalan, as dangerous as always, just in behind Bonilla, who's had a really poor game. So a little knock on from Warwick Kalan there, just inside the Sharks 22, and it's going to be a scrum down to the Sharks. Antoinette says, come on, Stormers, my Siggy's nearly finished my nerves. And you ran and asked, where is the like button, Johannes Payne? So it is at the bottom of your screen. You'll see there the little thumbs up button. We've got 39 likes at the moment. Press that like button. Ace Boss says, I've got 1,000 on the Stormers. They better win. Right, they get it off the back and a knock on from the Sharks. And it's going to be a scrum down to the Stormers this time. Herschel Yankees disrupting Pepsi Buthelezi. And this is just not good from the Sharks. And finally, sanity prevails for the coaching staff as Buta Chamberlain comes onto the field in the place of Bonilla, and Grobler comes on in the place of Ruben van Heerden. Well, let's hope Buta can guide the Sharks side now. A great prodigy for the Sharks and needs a little bit more experience, but this game will tell whether he's made for the big scene or not. Trailing by 14 points. Can he turn this game around for the Sharks? Gully Stormer says Sharks hanging on, and Ty Wood says, said it before, we'll say it again. Sharks game went down bad when Andre left. Yeah, Andre Esterhazen were absolutely phenomenal. Right, so now scrum feed to the Stormers right on the 22-meter line of the Sharks in the middle of the field. Scrum goes down, and we will have a reset scrum. Stormers lucky as Kickoff slipped his bind there. Right, so with 22 minutes to go, it's a 14-point game for the Stormers at the moment. Surely they can't slip this one. 2 quick tries from the Sharks now will level up the score, but if the Stormers have to score now, I would say this is game, set, and match. Let's just cancel that quickly. So scrum down here to the Stormers on the 22-meter line. Can they make something out of this now? Herschel Yankees to feed this ball in the scrum here. Big scrum needed from the Stormers. That's going to work against them. Penalty to the Sharks. And they're slipping their bind again. This time Brock Harris. So the Sharks have managed to survive again. Well, just that little things that not working out for the Stormers at the moment. Sharkbrain says Ireland 29, Wales 7, game over. So Ireland having a good victory there as Buta Chamberlain kicks this downfield, and that's better, finding touch between the 10 and the halfway line here for the Sharks. Well, if the Sharks want to come back into this game, they will have to score within the next 5 minutes, surely. Either a penalty or a try. More likely a try than a penalty will do it for them. Bunambi with a throw into this lineup. And finds Gerbrand Grobler. Maul has been formed by the Sharks. Pepsi Buthelezi off the back. Grant Williams, Lukanyam. Oh, Buta Chamberlain caught in possession there. And it's going to be is it going to be a penalty to the Stormers now? No, it's only going to be a scrum down. The defense of the Stormers absolutely brilliant there. Ruanel rushing up in defense. The Sharks game plan been read. Lukanyam's pass, the slowing down of the pass to Buta Chamberlain just not working out for the Sharks there. And the Stormers have been really great today. Sharkbrain Guru, you are losing your bet. Yeah, no, I'm losing my bet, but it's okay. When Andre the Giant was at the Sharks, they didn't appreciate him. Same with some Stormers want to get rid of Willemse. Yeah, that's true. They didn't appreciate when he was there. Sazi Sandi now coming on for Brock Harris. And the Sharks comeback looks like an impossible mission at the moment. Great work from the Stormers today. Hats off to them for outplaying the Sharks team today. Right, scrum down to the Stormers now. Between the 10 and the 22, right in the middle of the field in the Sharks territory. Rian Slabbert says Kulisi seem awfully quiet. Well, he's doing his job. He's there at the breakdown when needed to be. So, although he's not been seen in open play a lot, he's been doing the work. Oh, and a massive scrum from the Stormers this time, but the Sharks do get it. And now Jeremy Ward, there's a bit of space now. Makazula Mapimpi cuts back inside, up to the 10-meter line inside the Stormers territory now. Grant Williams out to Buta Chamberlain, gets the pass out to Oxnard. He's knocked it backwards. Now comes the Sharks still on the 10-meter line now. Grant Williams Change the direction, Buddha Chamberlain. Out it goes to Bundambi. Sharks are going backwards at a steady pace at the moment. Now Buddha Chamberlain, high kick coming. The chase coming from Vanna Koch. Money Lebok. Oh, it's come back to Sharks side now. Kulisi sets up the ruck here for the Sharks now. Between the 10 and the 22. Thomas Tatway. Tackled by Andre Smith now. Grant Williams again. Gets it out to Lukanyam. Lukanyam throws a little dummy. Gets the pass out to Jeremy Ward over the 22-meter line. Offload to Grant Williams. Grant Williams over the try line. Try time Sharks. And that is just what the doctor ordered. Grant Williams gets the try for the Sharks. A brilliant offload from Lukanyam. Sets the gap in for Jeremy Ward. And some good offloading there from him. Gets the try for them. Well. Alan van der Merwe says, ons skreef vir julle al die pad van die UK af, Stormers. And in a while, Springbok backline getting pumped, says Shark Brain. Yeah, whole Springbok backline. Rian Slubbert says, that's better. Tian Strivik says Sharks. And suddenly the Shark supporters come alive. Right, so conversion coming up for Buddha Chamberlain right in front here. Are they way back for the Sharks into this game now? Conversion right in front goes over. So it's 17 points to 10 with about 16 and a half minutes to go. Right, this game isn't over until it's over. 17 points to 10. I said the Sharks need to score in the next 5 minutes, and they've done so brilliantly. Grant Williams, just enough gas to get there. Willems unfortunate, not being able to stop him before the try line. Henko Venter on the field for Chandre Labuschagne as well. Right, so the restart's going to come from Manny Lebok now. Are there still a fight on in this one? The restart taken by Gerbrand Grobler now for the Sharks. Dion Fourie quickly over that ball. Has he won it for the Stormers? No, he haven't. Grant Williams gets it back now to Oxnashire, who's going to try and drive his way forward. Grant Williams, does he get quick ball? No, he doesn't, but it looks like he is going to go with the box kick over the top. And going for it. That's not a great kick from him. But still the chase is there for them. But Herschel Yankees are picking it up. And Herschel Yankees on the run here. Puts a little dab in behind. But Fussy is back to get it. And why on earth would you pass it? Whoa, goodness gracious. He was bundled close into touch, but he passed the ball back. And the Stormers nearly diving on a try. Ruanel has gone for, well, he's signaling for a try here. What a kick from Herschel Yankees. Fussy did well to get back, but why on earth he would pass that ball back is beyond me. And it looks like... it is taken back then by the Sharks. It's going to be a 5-meter scrum to the Stormers. And, either way, it would have been either been a line out or a scrum either way for the Stormers. But Fussy can be very, very lucky that the Sharks managed to salvage that one. Wow. Stormers a lot better without Kulisi and Bonambi, says Johannes Payne, and Eric Davis and all the replacements on. So not all of them. The two, Machuna still needs to come on. Kieran van Vuren still needs to come on for the Sharks. So not all of the replacements just yet. Uterboss says, yes, Stormers. And then Rian Slubbert says, look like Fussy still needs a lot of game time. En met die vorige wedstryd tussen die twee spanne, die Stormers die geleentheid gegee om gelyk op te speel. And in Kamlebok, let's get all those haters gone. Sharks started to play now, but Stormers on the attack now with a 5-meter scrum. Herschel Yankees controlling this ball. It comes out for him. He tries to go on his own, but Vanna Koch has got him. Still 5 meters out from the try line is the Stormers now. And a good counter ruck from the Sharks, nearly disrupting that for them. But Stormers still on the attack here. 5 meters out. Pick up and go from Erns van Rijn. No, Marvin Worry. Now it's Dion Fourie. He's going to try and set things up for them. Herschel Yankees changing to the left side. Great tackle on Warwick Galan as he knocks that ball on in a double tackle from the Sharks. The timing of that pass just nearly hospitalized him. Yeah, no, I didn't think he saw Grant Williams and then Sia Khaleesi making a thumping tackle on Galan to knock that ball on. But we are coming back for another penalty to the Stormers then. So the Stormers are going to kick this into touch and set up the lineup as it looks like Kieran van Vuuren will be coming onto the field. Will he be able to get onto the field just yet? Yeah, line out is 5 meters out from the Sharks try line here. Alan van der Merwe says Stormers, and then Musa Bas says Stormers, let's do this now. Please not to, please, I pray in my knees these last 10 minutes, says Sharks brain. So line out to the Stormers now, and a chance here for them to seal this game off. Scott on to Benny with the throw in. Sharks have contested it, but the Stormers have got this ball now, and Dion Fourie cuts off the back here. Desperate defense from the Sharks, and still Dion Fourie going, but stop 5 meters out. Now it's Andre Smith to Kickoff. Kickoff makes a good couple of meters. Now Herschel Yankees back again. It comes to the big boys, Andre Smith now. Herschel Yankees out to Warwick Galan. Good tackle from Ward this time. And the Stormers still get it back though. Oh, intercept by the Shark. Here comes trouble. But the referee's going to call him back for another penalty. Well, that would have been a good chase here between Jeremy Ward and Angelo Davids. But a penalty right in front for the Stormers here. Offside from the Sharks. Jeremy Ward nearly going from 0 to hero in a short time now. But the Stormers have opted to go for the 3-pointers here. Just to give them a 10-point buffer in this game. Musa Bas says, well, let's hope that was a good decision. It might work. Penalty try, says Musa Bas. No, it's not. But here comes the replacements for the Sharks now. As Kucha Machuna, as well as Kieran van Vuuren and Natuka Machuna comes onto the field. The kick goes over. The Stormers leading by 20 points to 10. And we've still got about 10 minutes to go. So the right decision at the right time. Right decision at the right time. A whole Springbok team playing so poor, says Sharks brain. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Let's see if the Sharks can turn this around. 10 minutes to do. They need to score within the next 5 minutes to have any chance of winning this one. The restart from Buta Chamberlain, and the chase well taken by Angelo Davids, but into touch he goes. It's going to be a line out to the Sharks. 5 meters out from the Stormers 22 here. Or is it? We'll just wait and see. Yeah, it is going to be a Sharks line out. 5 meters out from the 22. Angelo Davids seemed to have gone into touch there. And he's giving a big smile, not agreeing with the referee or the touch judge at all there. So now's the time for the Sharks to hit back. If there's any opportunity for them, this will be it. Jan-Hendrik Dijkman says, Stormers, jou lekker ding. Right, here comes the throw and disrupted by the Stormers. The Sharks have managed to pick it up. And here they come now 10 meters out from the try line. Grant Williams gets it out to Ntuka Machuna, driven back in a tackle by Willemse. Now Grant Williams, Kieran van Vuuren. Good double tackle from the Stormers then. Now Grant Williams, look, Kanyam throws and goes. And nobody falling for that. Grant Williams waiting for it. Just on the 22 now, Hiron Andrews. Hiron Andrews still going forward now. 15 meters out is the Sharks at the moment. Now gets it out, Buta Chamberlain. Knock on from Ntuka Machuna. And the Stormers play on now. Advantage to the Stormers. 10 meters out from their own try line. And the Sharks letting themselves down there. Willemse is going to thump this downfield. And here's going to find touch here, roundabout on the 10-meter line inside Stormers half. So the Sharks slipping up there. They need to score within the next 3 minutes. Shark Princess Scotland, England about to kick off, and then Sharks will be better next year, especially attackers. Neil Powell will bring professionalism towards their play, which I agree 100%. And then Graham 1988, I wonder what difference Neil Powell is going to make to the Sharks. Definitely the attacking variety he will bring to this Sharks side. Let's see, the Stormers have scored an average of 7.3 points per game in the last 20 minutes, the third highest average in the URC. So they've managed to pick up 3. So they say that there's still 4 point something left to come. Adams van Rijn leaving the field here for the Stormers as well. And onto the field comes Dixon for the Stormers. Rian Slubbert says Scotland to take it today. I also got this sneaky feeling that they might pull it off. 214 votes. 50% says the Sharks will win. 48% says Stormers and 3% says the draw. So let's see how this line-out is going to turn out. Don't forget to press that like button, guys. Right, and another sloppy line-out from the Sharks, but they do manage to get it back as well now. But the referee's going to call them back here, and I think it's a knock-on from the Sharks. So disrupting that line-out has been the last 2 plays from the Stormers, and they've done really well. So it is going to be a Stormers put in on the 10-meter line inside their... Well, it's going to be Sharks put in. So it's been deemed to be knocked on by the Stormers. Are there any hope left for the Sharks here with 7 minutes to play? Sharks Brain says the coach has nothing to do with the pathetic display from the Sharks. Oh, beg to differ on that one, Shark Brain, but I won't elaborate too much. You guys know what my position is on Sean Everett and his coaching staff. Right, Grant Williams now to feed this ball for the Sharks, and it's a solid scrum, but the Stormers get the penalty. Collapsing the scrum is the call from the referee, and the Stormers now can kick this downfield as far as possible. Kucha Matuna, the guilty party there. Well, Kickoff making him fumble under pressure there. So, 6 minutes to go in this one. It looks like the Sharks are done and dusted for all money here, as Money Libok will kick this downfield for the Stormers. And let's see where he's going to find touch. That is a massive kick, finding touch on the 22-meter line of the Sharks. Stormers can bury the Sharks now with 6 minutes to go. That 5 minutes that I said they need to score is almost something of the past. They've got a minute left to score something. But the Sharks, no chance, I would say now. Stormers, Andre Higufenta to throw this ball in for the Stormers now. John Dobson looking on. Stormers have played really, really well today. Right, taking the time with the line out. The Sharks have stolen this line out now. Kieran van Vieren. Out it goes to Sia Kulisi. Fends off Damian Willems. Still about 15 meters out from their own try line. Grant Williams out to Buta Chamberlain, who gets the kick away. And it finds touch roundabout between the 10 and the 22 of the Sharks. So still some pressure on the Sharks here. Gray 1988 says Stormers on a roll. Shark Brain says that is the game. Game over, no draw, go home. Yeah, it's true. So the Stormers Andre Higufenta now with the throw into this lineup. Sharks need another line-out steal if they want him to do anything, but they've taken it beautifully through. Dixon now is the Stormers. Still driving their way forward is the Stormers at the moment now. And good driving more from them. Doing a really great job at the moment is the Stormers side. And Andre Hugo gets caught behind the advantage line. Now they get it out. Ruanel out to Warwick Galan. Throws a wild dummy, gets the loop around from Paul de Wet. Paul de Wet on the 10-meter line. Pass out to Angelo Davids. Angelo Davids up to the 22-meter line. He goes, tackled by Lukanyam. Now Paul de Wet needs to get it out to Namakaba, who's also on the field, driven back in the tackle by Kucha Machuna. They get it back now. Manny Levok with a little kick ahead, but falling on that ball is the Sharks. It's very loose at the moment from both sides, really. The Sharks have managed to secure possession now on the 22-meter line. Pepsi Budalesi out to Buta Chamberlain, who kicks it straight down the middle of the field. That ball is rolling. It's rolling. Oh, nearly over the 22-meter line. Manny Levok managed to secure it. Gets it out to Warwick Galant now. The kick downfield from Warwick Galant straight down the middle of the field. It is Grant Williams in possession now for the Sharks. On the 10-meter line, he's going to try and run this now. Good tackle on him now, Mapimpi. Kieran van Vieren throws a little dummy, goes over halfway himself. And a penalty to the Stormers, holding on the ground there from the Sharks. And that will definitely be the ball game. No coming back from this for the Sharks now. As Kieran van Vieren gets penalized for holding on. Great work from Namakaba as he wins that penalty for the Stormers. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant from the Stormers today. Deserved victory for them coming on the cards here. Johannes Payne says the coach picked the underrated Springbok players. Sharkbrain, are you doing the England game after this, Guru? Yes, I will be doing this one. We'll probably just jump in a little bit late, but we'll definitely be doing that game between England and Scotland. I thought we were not going to make it for the first half, but we might still do a part of the first half as well, but definitely the second half. Johan Victor says, let's get a losing bonus point, then 3 points needed. Musabar says, beautiful Stormers. Guru, it's time to use that t-shirt for cleaning your bucky. No ways. Right, Leon Lyons on for Kickoff now as the Stormers has very much sealed this game off now with just 2 minutes to go in this one. Line out throw coming from Andre Hichu Fenter now. No time for the Sharks to win this one. The Stormers have been tops today. Andre Hichu Fenter with a throw into this line. It finds Andre Smith. The ball is loose, collected by Paul de Wet. And was there a little knock on from the Sharks, from the Stormers? Yes, there were. So scrum down to the Sharks here with 1.5 minutes to play. No chance to win it, but they could try and get a bonus point out of this. But even then, I don't think they deserve it today. Alan van der Merwe says, wahaha, brilliant game, Stormers. Great work from the Stormers today. Really put them to bed. Warwick Galan, my man of the match, and I think he's the man of the match for this game as well. So, yeah, Dobson have some thinking to do when it comes to selecting Willemse and Galant. Rian Slabbert says, thanks, Guru, for the commentary for the England-Scotland game coming up. No problem. And then Guru getting punished for the Sharks' mistakes. Absolutely. And then Westgate Shuttle says, Stormers, you're lekker. Here comes the Sharks from within the 22. Lukanyam trying valiantly, but held up in the tackle beautifully on the 22-meter line. The Sharks now taken by Henko Fenter. Just trying to drive it forward for the Sharks now. Here comes Grant Williams, Kieran van Vieren, Buta Chamberlain out to Apalila Fassi. Fassi tackled by Willemse. 5 meters outside of the 22 here for the Sharks. And the Sharks just nowhere to go. Concedes the penalty, holding on by Apalila Fassi. And he's been dreadful today. The Stormers now, will they have one last crack at this? Time's up on the clock. And what will the Stormers do with this one? They've got one try only, so they can't get the bonus point for 4 tries. Well, they have decided to go for goal, it seems, just to increase that lead to 3 points then. But I think they want to go for, well, no, they're just going to kick this out. So that's the end of the game. Stormers 20, Sharks 10, and an utter disappointing performance from the Sharks. But well done to the Stormers for playing this game and winning this game so beautifully. RNX Gaming says, money buys players, not heart, and that's true. Alan van der Merwe says, thank you, Guru, great commentating. Johannes Payne says, I have a shark shirt hanging in my bucky, keep the crooks and flies away. Oh, there comes the banter now. Great work from the Stormers, winning this game by 20 points to 10. And yeah, I will be tuning in for the England-Scotland game in just about 5 minutes' time, guys. So don't go anywhere. I will be setting that up very shortly. So going for this one quickly, set that reminder for the Scotland-England game. I will be crossing over live to that one in just about 5 minutes' time. Until next time, guys, this is the Rugby Guru. Well done, Stormers. Cheers for now.